all my mud maidens and mud misters. Today we're going to do what I feel like is a very important video about Sarge, the Jeep we take on all of our adventures. Give you some background on us, what we do, why we have a Sarge, and some of the basic gear we carry. We will be doing like a full gear video, just not today. I need my mud mister for moving all the heavy stuff. But just wanted you guys to know a little bit more about us. You've seen our videos, but who are the girls behind the camera? We're going to start with me. Rebecca doesn't know I'm doing a video on her yet, but it's coming. So this is Sarge with my house in the background. We are at home today. It is right after Thanksgiving. This is really just a good opportunity for me to kind of explain why Sarge, why the Air Force gear, what's going on, what does this girl do? So we'll get through the most important part. Sarge is named after my border collie that I had for 15 years. He and I did everything together. I got him while I was still in the Air Force, and then when I got out, he was a really good service dog for me. He did everything. We went hiking. We got through 9 months of pregnancy and labor and delivery and raising my baby, and we lost him the same week that I bought the Gladiator. So what better way to honor him than for him to go everywhere with me. So the most important gear to me when we're out on the trail, at least the easy ones, is this chair. It is a love seat by Kelty. I got it at REI for like $100 if you're looking for one for you and your spouse. It's super comfortable. It is easy to fall asleep in. And it was recommended to us by Chaz and Elizabeth Frick, who run the Frickin' Jeep Squad. If you have not checked out their videos, please do so. They have been a huge help in everything I have done to my Jeep and everything I have learned so far. We are going to start on the front end of the actual Jeep now. This is not the factory bumper. Thankfully, Jason ripped that off pretty quickly for me on Poser Rock, so he couldn't complain when I said I wanted a new one. So this is what I got, and we went ahead and put a Warn winch on it. There was a lot of debate between the two of us of which winch we should get, and thankfully my winch won out in the end, and we actually got it at the Jeep Invasion. If you have not been to Jeep Invasion, I highly recommend it. We found a lot of gear there with great prices. Like this winch probably should have cost me like $400 more than it did. So absolutely recommend going to them. It's a 3-day event and it's just Jeeps everywhere. It is great. And when we go back this year, I will make sure to get some awesome video for you guys. I'm just going to show you guys my high lift real quick. So far we have not had to use it. We purchased it the same weekend as the winch. Actually got them together at the Jeep Invasion. We will be doing a recovery class here in February where we're really going to go over every single part of the Jeep. Once I complete that class, I will definitely have the videos up for you guys so you can see what we got, why we got what we got, and what we do with it, and really promote safety. If you have not yet, please check out Morrison Outdoor Adventures. We did a video on them a couple months ago. I've done their level 1 and 2 class with them. I am also going to be doing the recovery class, and thanks to Mike, looking into a wilderness first aid class. Moving to the back of the Jeep, these are the 4 badges of honor I have currently earned. We are working on planning trips for at least 3 more, and we cannot wait. If I could go Jeeping every weekend, I would, but unfortunately I have to work hard so my Jeep has nice things. So a lot of people asked me why the Jeep Gladiator, and it was really hard for me because I thought I wanted a Wrangler until I drove one and I realized that as a farmer, I need a truck, but as a Jeeper, I need a Jeep. So we went ahead and got a 2-in-1, and I absolutely love it. As you can tell, we had hay in it the other night. I did at least sweep it out, but you really can't tell. Other features that I love about the Gladiator that you don't have in a Wrangler, and don't worry, we will do a Wrangler video too, is these toolboxes. I literally can grab the handle and it swings right out to me, which I love because I am short, but I can still reach all of my gear in the box, which it is down there, I promise. And it just makes life so much easier when you're all of 5'0" and your Jeep is got, you know, several inches of clearance and I can't reach anything. I have to use a stool to get into my Jeep. Okay, pet owners, I highly recommend getting yourself a doggy hammock. This has been so helpful because, bless my dog's heart, she is still a puppy and she likes to throw up in the backseat of my car every time we go someplace. So I was like, no, we're not gonna throw up all over the Jeep. This is really easy to take off. It just unclips and you can take the whole thing off and then you just throw it in the washing machine and put it back in the Jeep for the next time you're ready to go off-roading. Also very important to me, and some people are wishy-washy, is a doggy seat belt. You can do a doggy harness. I've seen people that have set up like little dog beds that they can get buckled into, whatever you want to do, but I highly recommend, especially if you're off-roading, to attach your dog somehow in your Jeep. You wouldn't go off-roading without a seatbelt. Don't make your doggo go off-roading without a seatbelt. You just want to make sure that they're safe and secure. And the nice thing about this is it does loosen up. You don't have to have them attached straight to the seat. I got that on Amazon for like $8. Make the $8 investment into your dog. Now, when you start Jeeping like we do, there are certain things that you are required to have depending upon where you go. One of those things is a first aid kit, and the other is a fire extinguisher. I highly recommend you get one set for every Jeep you have, because even though we have 2 Jeeps, there's not a guarantee both of them will be going out together. And if it's in one Jeep, it doesn't mean it's going to go into the other Jeep. It was totally worth, I think, $50 for the whole setup. This just attaches right to the back of the seat. It's super easy to disconnect from the top right here if you need to and get it out of the vehicle easily. And again, everything I got was on Amazon. This is definitely a glam up, as I would like to call it, on your Jeep. So we have onboard air. And what it does is it connects to all 4 tires at the same time. This is the set for the other side. And if you're on the trail and you've aired down for the day and you get back in your vehicle, if there's not a nearby air compressor or whatever you might need, it's really easy to just flip this switch and fill your tires back up. So you can air up before you speed up every time. You don't have to worry. It's a constant flow of air. And it's nice because when I'm done doing my tires, I can go ahead and do Jason's tires or anybody else who's in our group. Okay, like I said, we will be going over a full gear video in the future here, but to at least give you an idea of the basics to carry, I would say at least a basic toolbox. I got this particular one at Tractor Supply. It was a really good deal. It has everything that I would need. And then Factor 55 is a great company for winching and recovery gear, and we will go more into detail what I've gotten through them, but at least give you an idea. And then AT Innovative Products is who Chaz and Elizabeth recommended for my air compressor system. Chaz also helped Jason install this one for me. They stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning eating pizza and installing Jeep parts. So it was a good night all the way around, but now I have onboard air. So thank you again to the freaking Jeep squad for being freaking amazing. So it is getting a little dark. So my lovely daughter decided that she was just going to stick the hose in the door for me rather than wrapping it back up. So I'll have to fix that here shortly. But wanted to show you a couple things inside of my Jeep that you may or may not know about. This is where your key is supposed to go, guys. They didn't tell me this when I bought it. I wish I had known, because I was like throwing it in here, throwing it in my purse. That is actually what that slot is made for. Or your phone. Either one is perfectly fine. my handy dandy knife. I keep this with me everywhere we go because you just never know when it's going to come in handy. I need it once in a while to do zip ties and cut off excess, or cut the zip ties back off my Jeep, but I carry a knife wherever I go. I also recommend Midland for all your radio needs. I have an awesome hookup in here thanks to my honey, and the poor man has a handheld walkie-talkie, but we're going to get him updated. This one just plugs into the cigarette lighter. They have battery operated ones, all different options, and I always carry extra batteries with us in case we need it. And I know I don't have all my ducks on my dash, but I do have them stowed away because when we go off-roading, they were like flying everywhere, and I didn't want to lose a little ducky out the window because, guys, duck lives matter. If you see a duck on the ground, pick it up. So you guys have gotten to really meet Sarge today, see some of the basic gear that we carry. I apologize that it's dark. I started this video when it was still light out, but it's after daylight savings time, so it's always dark now. I go to work in the dark, I come home in the dark. I feel like we off-road in the dark. We do everything in the dark for like 5 months, but that is okay. We had a great time. I'm glad you guys got to learn a little bit about the Jeep you see in all of our videos, and I cannot wait to do our gear video as well as some surprise videos we have coming up for you guys.